Oh my god, dude! No wonder that thing doesn't work, dude.
It's really hard to walk in here.
I know.
There's so much shit.
Well, you have yourself quite the entanglement going on over there.
I'm dreading the day where we get a cool show offer and we have to take all this shit out of here.
That's the hardest part.
Just because, dude, the amount of cables, like, I don't think the cameras pick it up, but the amount of poor cable management I got going on is...
It's bad.
I would be fired from any production job if they saw the way I keep my shit.
Yeah, they'll probably just make you a gaffer. Just be like, just go tape shit down, dude.
I was good at gaffing, man.
I know you really have a talent. It's called, and you know what it is?
What is it?
You have what most, or just me basically, don't have. Like, you have patience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I don't have time for this shit. I was like, because my mind's going a mile a minute when I'm doing this shit, because I'm thinking about the next steps.
But what's the next? Like, what if you don't have time for that shit? What's the next step? Like, what do you have time for?
Oh, I like to supervise. I just like to watch people do. So that's what I would always do to you, because I'd be struggling, be like, dude, let me just see it, and then you would just be like, take your time, and I'm just like talking shit the whole time, and I'm just like, yo, dude, keep that shit straight, dog.
It's a straight ass line.
I know,
to take.
it's a straight ass line.
It's a straight ass line, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's great, but no, it's gravy, dude.
It's good to be back in the Heavy Riffs podcast.
It's been a little while, man.
Best podcast on the internet,
the interwebs,
or in this room right now.
Probably in these four walls.
You see that interview with Jimi Hendrix way back in the day? He's on like some British daytime talk show, and the host is like, "Oi, mate, you're the best fucking guitar player in the world." And Jimmy, cool as a cucumber, he's like all bashful. He was so cute. He's like, he goes, "Maybe the best guitar player in this room." And I just thought that was the coolest thing.
Dude, humble abodes.
The coolest thing that I've ever heard someone say.
That is, I mean, that's quick. So it was like quick-witted, like just fluid as fuck. Mm. It was not. He didn't think, be like, well, let me think about that.
Nah, he was just.
He just said it right out loud.
Yeah, he was like, well, maybe just in this room. And I was like, damn, that's fucking tight.
And he's like, these fingers,
dude,
they taste so good.
When I lived in Cockeysville and I was going to film school,
I
used to watch this Jimi Hendrix documentary probably once a week and just weep at the end. He's like, there's this footage of him playing the solo, and I would just be crying. I was on a lot of LSD.
Oh, yeah.
But I would just be crying, and my roommate, Steven, would come home and be like, you good, man? And then eventually he'd be like, oh, it's Jimi Hendrix night. And I would just be sitting there like, dude, it's fucking night.
This is every night. This is me crying. No, dude, that's cool. I never, like, cried watching any interviews, except for maybe, no.
Music's never made you cry?
No, it has. It makes me cry in a great way, though. Like, it doesn't make me sad. It's just like, I'm like, this is so goddamn beautiful, man. It's just crazy. Like, you know, when certain notes, like, if you're just blasting a song and it's jamming, and you're just like, any genre, if it's just kicking, you're just like, and you're just in it, and that feeling you get, it just rushes over you, and you're just like, what the fuck? And you're just, like, you know, when your hair starts standing up a little bit.
Yeah, you get the goosebumps.
And you get the goosebumps, and then there's just like these certain tones you hear, and it's just like the cry tone. Like immediately you just hear, you're just like, I'm gonna cry. I was like, this is the greatest sound I've ever heard.
Pink
like,
Floyd.
Oh my dude.
The solo and animals or dogs, whatever the song.
Like,
where it's
just like, clean guitar tones, like a good guitar tone. Are you serious, dude?
It just gets all the fucking. It's like probably a couple quarters of an orgasm.
I think you might be right. I think it's
There's got to be science behind it.
Nothing tastes better than a fucking hot one.
Shout out to Hot Colt 45.
Hot Colt 45. We don't put this on ice because it will burn.
Original,
you know
every time. It's a tight.
Dude, these guys got it fucking figured out. It's just like they're probably just asked some rando. I was like, what's it taste like?
Original every time. Yeah. They're like, that's it, dude.
He's like some drunk at the bar. He's like, I'm fucking every time.
Every time. They're like, okay,
like, these guys talking to me every time in there. But yeah, no, dude. But that feeling, like when you're just like, boom,
just in the zone,
just in it, and you're just like fucking, just like it just taking you away. You're just like, it's incredible.
I know, man. Remember at my cousin's bachelor party, we're in the woods.
Oh yeah.
We're tripping hard. We got the speaker, the boy that was like our best friend the whole time, and we're just blaring.
He's like the 13th boy,
dude. I could taste the music, man.
Oh, you could taste and smell the colors, dude. Can you imagine?
It was tremendous, dude.
It was really. Oh man, can you imagine? Do you remember the fire dancing around, just sitting around the fire?
Oh yeah.
The smoke and embers just arising, and your eyes are closed, but you can just see, like, the glow of the fire.
I could see everybody I've ever met in my entire life, like, all around me.
And you're just surrounded. And then, you know what? It's not like an enclosed feeling. It's just like a warm...
It's just a warm
feeling.
It washes over you.
It's incredible.
And you're like, I can get comfy here. Classic.
I can, sometimes when I'm just chilling and I want to get down and relax, I just start thinking of bonfires and how they smell and
bonfires and boys,
dudes and men, and just like swapping ghost stories and shenanigans and all kinds of little trinkets and stuff. Like maybe pass a little like a those wishing rocks or something, those worrywart stones or whatever.
Rub my rocks, dude. Rub my
rocks.
Hold
my rocks, dude.
You're like, what is this? This boy's gone, dude.
This is the speaking stone. If you have this stone, then you can talk. Pass it on when you're ready. And then just the one guy like me just has the stone. He just forgets. He's just talking. He's like, everyone's like, I've been waiting to talk. I'm just out here. Shut the fuck up, dude.
That's the best part about trips sometimes is just the silence where everyone, like, you're almost like telepathically communicating with each other. You just give each other the look and you're like, oh yeah, we're here, dude.
There's no words.
There's no turning back now.
You just kind of nod. Yeah. And you're just like, and everyone's like, yeah,
everyone's like, yeah, dude, we're here, man.
And you know, exactly, dude, that feeling was so tight because we were just like, this is the tightest shit in the world. Like, just in the woods. Music is jamming. Dark and the fire. And then you're just with all of your, like, closest friends and, like, family and just your boys. And you're just like, you can't get any better than that, you know?
Like, we've arrived.
Yeah, we out here.
You're like, welcome to the after party.
Welcome. I love it. I love it. It's so sick. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I remember, like, I just, yeah, that was an incredible trip. I think about that trip every...
I just need to go be a boy in the woods, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been trying to tell these guys. Like, after we had when we met up a couple weekends ago in Ocean City, party with the boys, and afterwards I was just like, yo, why don't we just like plan trips with the boys like once a year?
I said that once to Evan.
And we should do that. Like just we don't have to go for like a week. We should just go for like a long weekend.
I would love that. Evan's response actually made me think because he was like, well, it takes away. He was like, you know that feeling that we're all feeling right now? If we did this all the time, I think that would dissipate over time.
Maybe it's like the Olympics. We do it every 4 years.
Well, no, because I was like, I don't think so, man. Like, for me, no. Because I could get together with the boys.
Oh, I can just do a bunch of LSD in the woods with the boys once a year. Are you kidding? That's what walk in the park. It's a Tuesday, buddy.
I know, but for me, I want to do it every weekend because that's just the way I am. And it doesn't get old to me. Like, I remember, you know, when you're in, like, high school and you've got a group of friends and you hang out, like, either every day or as close to every day as possible. And then one day, it just ends. And you don't know that it's the last day.
It's so crazy.
It's the same with, like, playing Xbox Live. Like, there was one day where all the boys and I were on Halo together. And then after that, we weren't all together anymore, man.
It's just gone.
And I don't know what I guess that's what they say is the good old days.
I guess this is growing up, dude.
I guess this is growing.
Blink-182, dude.
When did you get into? What was your first like band you got into?
First band, well, when I was a child, like I'm talking a lad, like a fucking little boy.
Like before you were circumcised.
No, after. It was instant, dude. It was immediately. Yeah.
Welcome to the world. Cut off your boy.
My mom's like, don't cut the umbilical cord. Make sure his penis is trimmed up real nice, though. And I was like, all right, Mom. You know what I mean? Like, just chill, Mom. I love you.
Keep him attached to me, but cut that dick.
Yeah. Like, yeah, hold me, baby. Hold my dick. Nah, don't hold it because it hurt. I think it hurt. Did it hurt?
I don't remember, man. I was 5 minutes old, dude.
You're just like, what the fuck? People cut my dick off.
I know that I miss it, dude. I want my boy back.
Yeah, dude, give it back, dude. Yeah,
it's got a ton of nerve endings, man. Yeah, let me hold on to it.
Just like let me, like I said, like a Lucky Charm. You know what I mean?
Wear it around your neck.
Like, yeah, like
smell a little weird. Yeah. That boy smells like foreskin.
Dude, I would get gauges and just like put it in the, you know, like the. Hold it. It would be real tight in there. You know what I'm saying? It's disgusting, but I love it. No, but I'm serious, man. Like, I'm on the same level you are with that. I was like, I would love to go once a year, or like.
No. What was the first band you fucking listened to? That's the question.
Oh, I don't remember, dude.
I know. I'm gonna keep you on track.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, you're right.
I'm just
so the first band. I'm sorry.
I caffeinated up, so I'm like,
I
diet Adderall. So I'll be your liaison for.
Yeah, be
focus.
my leader. I'm following the leader today, Bob.
Yeah.
Anywho, so when I was a jit, like when I was a kid, like I would hear what my parents played, like growing up.
Yeah.
So my mom was like actually into like pretty rad music. I mean, like nothing like top 40 like rock and roll. My mom was like, "Oh, rock and rock." Like, I'm rock and roll. I was like,
I love rock and rock.
My mom was like, "I'm fucking rock and roll." I was like, "Tight, Mom. I'm 4 years old."
Yeah.
And I remember like just like listening to the songs. Like, she loved Aerosmith, and she would just bump it. And then she got into like Jewel and fucking like all kinds of like the femcore, I call it, like whatever. What is it? Alanis Morissette
and
shouts.
Who else? Shania Twain.
Yeah, just stuff like that. And then like Aerosmith, and then like all that, like Led Zeppelin and all that shit. So like just hearing that stuff all the time. And then my mom would put on the radio, and I would hear like the radio and whatever was playing. Like, of course, Nirvana was always playing. So I heard Nirvana, and I was like, this stuff is tight. Like, I thought it was really cool. I was a little kid, and I was like, because I think Nevermind came out when I was like 4 or 5.
That's right, because you were born in
88.
Yeah.
So yeah, or no, so I was like 2. Or when did it come out? 92. I think it came out in 92.
Nevermind came out in 91, 92.
Yeah.
In Utero came out in 94.
Yeah, 94, like right before he like
killed
passed.
himself.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean both. I think In Utero. I like In Utero more. And I like Bleach and In Utero the best.
Dude, I love In Utero.
In Utero is incredible.
So raw. That's the one Steve Albini did.
I know, right? Dude. I love his drum sounds, dude. Yeah. Like that, and just like hearing that as a kid, music, and I got really into it, and I always like wanted to play music when I was a kid, but my parents were like never like none of my family is musical.
Yeah.
So like I was always interested in playing. I remember just like being in my room as a kid, and like my dad gave me a CD player, like his old CD player, because he got a new one for the family room.
Yeah, the home
and he's like
system.
he gave me this like tight fucking thing. It was a giant thing, and then he gave me
so
Pearl Jam 10.
Oh shit.
The record. I was like I don't know. I was like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. And he gave me Pearl Jam 10, and he's like, I'm done listening to this. Like, just test it out, see how it sounds. And then, like, I put that shit on, and I just let it rip.
Just
dude.
fell in love immediately.
And then, like, I saw, like, MTV and was watching the music videos and shit. And I see, like, the music videos of the songs I'm listening to. I'm like, oh, you can, like, what the fuck is... Like, I had no idea what was going on.
No, yeah.
Brain blown. Like, I was just like, this is fucking sick. And just... hearing that stuff, and then like I had like this fake bow and arrow, like as a kid, as a toy. I would shoot like my little brother all the time when it was tight. But I used to like pretend it was a guitar, and I would just be like, and I would just be like jamming in my room, like just jamming. I was like, and I'd be like, oh, if you touch it, like and move your finger on it, because I see the people do it, and I was like, oh, it does change the sound, and it's like I got obsessed with like how things sounded.
Nice.
And that's like.
Off
where
to
it all
the races.
started. Yeah. And I was just like, dude, ever since then, I was like, and then I got into drums when I was like 13. And I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm playing drums. And they're like, no, you're not. Like, we're not buying you a drum set. Like, that's going to be loud. And I was like, all right. So I had to join the band in school.
Did you do it like marching band?
Yeah.
Or jazz band?
It was straight up just like beginner band in middle school. Like, just learning the snare drum. And I fucking hated it. I was like, oh, you have to read music? I thought you could just listen and just... I was like, oh, that's how people rip it. And I was like, I was like, how do you fucking read drum music? I was like, it's all about a feeling. I was like, I'm not going to be like...
Paradiddle,
I can't read...
paradiddle.
Yeah, I can't like read as it is, like English. And I'm like, oh, you want me to read where these notes are going? I'm like, I don't fucking know what that means. And I would just hear what the other kids were playing, and I was just trying to mimic it. And my teacher was always like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just fucking I'm jamming, dude. Yeah. I was like, I'm fucking improv. I was like, dude, he's like, you gotta learn the song. I was like, I fucking, all right, man, dude, don't tell me what to do. And I'm just like,
I got it.
Because I was like, I got this shit. Yeah. And then after that, my parents got me a beginner, like shitty low end drum kit, but drum kit was tight. I loved it.
Fuck yeah.
It's my fucking drum set.
Dude, when I was a kid, I was real into NSYNC. like when I was like a little boy.
Like a child, yeah. That's what my little brother was into.
Well, because I had a little sister, or I have a little sister.
Yeah.
And we were super into NSYNC and like Spice Girls. And I remember driving around with my mom, blaring that only Spice Girls CD, I think. It's Zigga Zigga, if you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Friendship lasts forever. Friendship that's definitely not the word, but I like it.
What you know about that?
I'm doing it for real. So don't go wasting my precious time. Dude, that shit ripped. And I just remember cruising around. And my mom was rocking the radio all the time. But what really got me into like rock and roll was my dad would drive me up to his business, and it was like a long hour drive in a big old white truck, and he would just be blaring like classic rock station. Oh yeah. And I would just remember being like, "Dad, who's this?" And he'd be like, "Oh, this is the Beatles, or this is Led Zeppelin, this is the Who." And then eventually I learned where concerts were. So I was like, "Oh, did you see these guys?" And he was like, "Yeah, I saw this guy here, and I saw these guys here, and I saw Zeppelin like 3 times." And I was like, "Oh, that's sick." And then my mom started taking guitar lessons with Taylor, Cole, Evan, and Sam. All my cousins, for everyone that's not a part of my family. And asked me if I wanted to do guitar lessons, and I said no. I was like, no, I don't even know what I was into at that time. Yeah. And so she had like one of those shitty high school classic rock guitars.
The nylon strings?
Or not classical guitars. Guitars. Yeah, the nylon joint. Yeah. And I remember one day, and it's funny that you said Nirvana earlier, because I remember hearing Nirvana when I was like, I don't know, 10 or 11, and asking my dad, I was like, "Dad," because it was always classic rock, but then they started playing like Nirvana on the classic rock stations, and I just remember hearing that fucking like "Smells Like Teen Spirit" probably first, or like "In Bloom." I think it was "In Bloom." It was and I was like, "Oh, this is heavy." Dude, and then you start singing, and there's melody, and I was like, "Oh, there's like, I don't know what melody is at the time, but I'm like, there's something that I can like sing along to." And I remember taking my mom's nylon string guitar and sitting like in our family room and just like playing an open note. And I was like, oh, I couldn't play anything with my finger, but like just that open note just spoke so much. I was just like, oh, like I think I botched it by not taking these guitar lessons. So then they all quit. They're like, my mom gave up or whatever, and I started taking private lessons, and just like within a couple weeks was like, my mom was like, "What, you can play basically like for a lease?" Like,
that's those the early songs.
Yeah, the early. She was like, "Oh, you're already like jamming," and I remember.
Like, check this tasty lick.
Like Cole was in a. Before all that, I bought Guns N' Roses' "Appetite for Destruction."
Hi.
Super heavy, super fat. I was like, this is awesome. And I bought Black Sabbath's "Paranoid," just because I liked the album covers. And I used to take a train down to South Carolina to see my grandparents all the time, and I'd listen to those 2 records on the train. And I just remember listening to Black Sabbath, and at the time, like, it didn't compute to me, because I knew that there was only 4 members, but there was 2 guitar tracks. And I was like, how can he play both at the same time? And it just like, it blew my mind. So I was like, I need to be able to do that. And that, obviously you learn about like double tracking as you go. But I just remember like it had such a ethereal response to me. Like on riding the train to like fucking Georgia to like get off and to go to South Carolina and just like fucking and I was just like, this is rock and roll. And then with Appetite for Destruction, I had like a shitty boombox, and I would sit in my room and try to sing like Axl Rose.
Oh yeah,
dude, it was my dad would be like, "Shut that," because he hated Guns N' Roses. Like he because he grew up in the '80s, or he was like an adult. He was like a 25-year-old man in the '80s. Okay, so like Guns, that's when they were coming out, and he was always the Steely Dan, like Neil Young.
'70s. He's like, dude, '70s.
Yeah. He was like, oh nah, fuck that fucking new shit. Yeah, like he liked Nirvana, but like he doesn't really like metal. Like, he liked progressive rock music, you know?
Yeah. Which is tight. I think there's nothing wrong with that.
No. In fact, like, I remember the first time I heard Steely Dan as a kid, and it just, like, it gave me that feeling, like, LSD gives you when you're now an adult. Like, it kind of makes you feel like a kid again. Because I just remember being a kid and hearing it and, like, tasting. I know it sounds fucking cheesy, but like the first, like when Asia kicks in.
Oh yeah.
As a kid, I was like, oh my god, there's so many sounds. I was like, I need to make those sounds. Like I got to figure out how to make those fucking sounds. Yeah.
Give me the sound.
So it was just like I'm glad that I got out of the boy band bullshit. I mean, I'll still listen to boy bands. I love all
guilty
music.
Pleasure, dude.
But dude, I used to write. I made up a fake band of like all my buddies in middle school or whatever, like elementary, I don't know. But I found them recently in my parents' basement. I like wrote out dance moves and song lyrics and like choreographed shit with me and all of my friends and I as a boy band.
Did they know about it?
No, absolutely not.
It's so fucking weird, dude. Holy shit, man. That's tight. I mean, like, did you like also practice like voodoo on those boys and shit? Like,
no.
We were like, ooh, you're gonna play with me.
No, I would I would just like do the dances in my basement as a kid, like getting it all choreographed and shit.
Just like,
it probably could have been tremendous.
I'm a jamming boy.
Yeah,
you could have. Yeah,
could have been in a boy band.
What happened? Or what happens if you were just like this incredibly talented choreographer?
Right.
You know, just like
never
incredible,
know.
and you're just like, and you're like, I can't dance, but like, I can draw people dancing pretty good.
Yeah.
No, but you can jive.
I can dance.
Did you hear ABBA's back, dude?
That's tight.
It's very sketchy.
Have you seen the This Is Pop shit on Netflix?
Yes.
Or I think it's called This Is Pop, or it's something about pop music or whatever.
Yeah, it was like it goes through the decades of pop music and stuff like that.
Did you see the one about Norway? I think Sweden.
Oh yeah, it's every song. This band I listen to that no one likes. They're called Say Hi, formerly known as Say Hi to Your Mom, and like I really dig them. And it's just like one dude and does all the he does all the tracking and everything. It's like simple shit.
Yeah.
His lyrics are tight. He has a song that I forgot what I was talking about. Like,
Say Hi.
Yeah, but I forgot where we were going with it.
Sweden.
Oh yeah, they have a song called "A Hit in Sweden," and that came out in like 2006.
Okay.
Like early. And I was like, I don't understand, but I was like, maybe it's just like a funny thing to say because you're like, oh, well, I guess if it doesn't do well here, because I'm an indie band, might do well in Sweden. I had no idea. And then I watched that show and I was like, holy shit! I was like, that guy like knew about it already. Like they've written every song,
dude, and
every hit song you've ever heard.
They dig into it, like "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time," and like none of the lyrics make any sense. No. And like one of the biggest Backstreet Boys hits, like that was written by this little fucking room like this in Sweden, and
just with Swedes.
Like none of the lyrics make any sense.
No.
And they were like, dude, why do they have to? And I was like, oh, that's so right. It just needs to be something that someone can sing. And I was like, oh, these guys are cheap. They figured out an equation, and they just fucking ran with it.
Fucking hell, yeah, that is true. Because like, and they wrote like every song. Like, is it like every song you can think of?
All
like,
the top 40 hits from like the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, all written by like 4 dudes in Sweden.
And one of the dudes that created it was the dude from ABBA.
Well, yeah. So, dude, what it was is there's like this certain Swedish, I forget what it's called, but it's like this up-tempo folk Swedish music, like where it's like dun 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 dun, and it's like this revolving shit. And ABBA just took that and put synthesizers on top of it, and like they won the fucking Eurovision contest. Which, have you seen that Eurovision movie with Will Ferrell? You gotta watch it if you haven't seen it, dude. Eurovision. Dude, you gotta watch it because that's a legitimate contest, and ABBA won that shit and like blew the fuck up. And the thing with Swedes is they don't like to talk about, like, they just work. They don't like to talk about their accolades and like what they're up to. They just like they show it all off by fucking every Grammy that you could ever imagine.
Yeah, oh my balls, dude. I'm sorry. I do that every time I sit down. Oh.
Dude, I sat down so hard earlier, right on my boys, and it was a pain that I was like, this is getting old's gonna suck because the more your balls
just like sag down.
If your dick grew at the same rate that your balls started sagging, which is always slanging ass.
Old dudes would have like just hogs. You know what I'm talking about?
Could you imagine if your dick had grown the same way that your ears like grow?
Just giant hog on.
It would just you'd just be like whole thigh just slanging dick, and you'd be like, this sucks.
Like, I can't wear shorts, man.
Dude, that would be miserable having a monster cock.
Dude, you would pass out.
You could never get like an actual blowjob because they'd just be on the tip. You could never actually fuck and just be like the tip all the time.
Well, And then not only that, like if you get hard, all your blood from your brain is just like you're gonna pass out, dude.
You're just so dumb because your cock's so big.
You're just like, dude, I think that might be a thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm pretty dumb, but it's not that tight, dude.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, man. I wish it was tight. Sorry, babes.
Hey, man.
Born this way, man. Yeah, so talking about kissing all those boys.
Kissing dudes, boys, and men.
Dudes, boys, and men. Dude, that's that. Dudes, boys, and men. That's my new cheers.
Dudes to dudes, boys and men. Only the good ones, so fuck the bad ones. Down with the patriarchy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but that's sick. But no, dude, that's sick. No, it's fucking sick. But yeah, no, that documentary was really cool. I thought it was gonna be cheesy, but they like went through all the decades.
There's so many
like
different
80s
like,
and
boys to men. They're the first one.
Dude, boys to men. Dude, that shit was so
boys
sick.
to men.
The one, and then did you watch the T-Pain one?
Oh yeah, shout out to T-Pain. He got fucked over, man.
He did, dude. But not only that, but like I never saw his Tiny Desk, like where he got, you know.
You never saw that when it came out?
No, dude. I was blown. I was like, well, I knew like, but because I was when T-Pain was blowing up is when I was in audio college.
Yeah.
Like when he was first on the scene. Right. He's from Tallahassee.
Yeah.
Well, I was in Orlando. Totally different places in Florida. Like. It's so different in those two different cities. Like it's totally
weird.
Oh my god!
Everyone always thinks Florida is just Florida.
Yeah. Well, the more north in Florida you are, the more like south it is.
Oh
like
really?
The south, like in the middle and down south, is like not that way at all.
Gotcha.
Like Orlando's just like around here. Like, no one's got an accent. It's just like people.
It's a bunch of transients.
Just normal ass transients.
Yeah.
Some actually not normal. Some weird ass transients. You know, lizards and shit.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of lizards there, dude. Yeah, who wants to live with like 1,000 lizards in your backyard? Dude, you're like hitting them with your lawnmower and shit. You're like, come on, man, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I thought you were calling people the lizards.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, there's lot lizards. There's other lizards. There's like lizard boys, lizard girls.
Reptilians.
Reptile boys. Reptiles. But yeah, so.
T-Pain.
So like when we were in school, we were learning about auto-tune, like because we're learning how to mix and like, you know, master and all that shit. And so like auto-tune was like hot. Like everyone was like, how do you do auto-tune? It's like, oh, it's a plug-in and da-da-da-da. And like, you know, they started messing with it. And they said like, you know, you can like auto-tune works like if you can't sing, but also like
works even better if you can sing.
If you can sing.
It's an instrument.
So it is. So like you kind of have to be able to at least sing.
Yeah.
Hold a melody. And then if you know how to sing, like it's just an extra tool. Like he tells you about it. He's like, I wanted it to sound like that. Like I wanted it to be different. And then like so it like just wanted to see what it can do. He's like, I was just fucking around and it sounded kind of tight. And I was like, that's the best discovery.
Because he was looking for that sound. And I remember him saying he went through hundreds of thousands of plugins until he finally just came across like a pirated version of Auto-Tune, because it's a program that like a aerospace engineer or whatever made.
Yeah,
he was like a
seismologist.
Yeah, he's like an earthquake boy,
and he figured out how. Dude, that's
that guy.
I wish I was that smart.
I wish I was that rich, dude. That guy makes so much fucking money.
I know, dude. He's all like, dude, yeah, fucking.
Do you think he gets royalties? No, there's no way they could track that. He sold it to a company.
I think he sold it out, right?
Yeah.
Like,
could you imagine if you created like some sort of plugin that if any musician used, you built it into the algorithm that you got royalties based off of that? That would be insane.
If you could do that, then
you'd have more money than God.
Yeah, more money than anybody like ever can fathom. Like you don't even like you won't even need money. You're just like, I'm the dude.
Yeah, I just exist.
Yeah, I'm a layer. I'm a layer, dude. Dude, it's crazy, dude. I know, I'm getting fucking ripped. But yeah, that episode, I was like, so when people are like, oh yeah, you can't sing if you use that, I'm like, no, you can sing.
You can sing really fucking good, because his Tiny Desk, like, he was ripping it.
He really did, and he thought he was like sucking ass. Like,
he was all nervous.
Remember, he said he didn't open his eyes.
Yeah, because
he was like, I don't want to look at the crowd because I think they'll probably think I'm fucking up, or I think I'm fucking up.
And there's a moment where some girl in the crowd was like, audibly went, holy shit, and everyone starts laughing after like his first song, and he looked up and he was like, yeah, I mean, what, you guys thought I sucked? Like,
he's like, dude, I can sing, I just wanted to show you guys. He had no clue. It was so tight.
That shit with Usher came on to him on the plane was like, you fucked up music for all of us. And he went into like an actual depression because of that.
Yeah, man. Dude, I couldn't imagine.
T-Pain's story is wild, man. Because he got super successful, and he's talked about it on a couple of radio shows, because he went from like $10 million to like negative dollars. Because he had some real estate. It did. He had one of his buddies was a real estate agent that convinced him to invest in a bunch of shitty properties that they were going to flip in Florida, and they never flipped them. So he went from $10 million to like nothing. And now he's good. Like, if you're,
did he sell the property?
Probably for a loss.
For sure. Damn.
Yeah.
See, you gotta get like, when you get that kind of money, you gotta dip on the boys.
You gotta find some new friends.
Dude, yeah. I mean, hang out like, once every 4 years. Be like, come on over, dude. We're having a barbecue.
Don't listen to your buddies. Like, buy this dilapidated house. We'll flip it.
Just be like, you guys can't actually come in my house. Like the backyard's cool. Like, there's actually a pool house. Like, you can go piss in it.
Yeah.
Don't piss in my pool.
Yeah, just don't piss in the pool, man. I got that thing that turns the water blue.
I piss so much in your parents'
You
pool,
son
dude.
of a bitch, dude. That shit.
I'm just kidding. No, it was like
you were.
It was like 300 gallons. I was pissing a lot, boy.
I pissed in that pool, dude. Bro,
I pissed in that pool, man.
Dude, I used to. There was like my parents were like out of town, and I was just like bumming at their house for like a week. And I remember, I would bathe in the pool with like shampoo and all, butt ass naked.
Stupid,
dude. My dad got home and like I didn't know that shampoo like interferes with chlorine in a really bad way in that filtration system. And he came home and the pool was just like some weird fucking greenish, like bubbly, soapy mess. And he was like, "What the fuck's wrong with the pool?" And I was like, "I was taking baths in it." It was like, you can't do that, you fucking idiot.
You're an asswipe, dude. You just like ruined, you just cost me like 15 G's.
He's like, I have to drain it and refill it now. And I was like, first world problems, man, whatever.
Dude, how long does it take to fill the pool up? Like a week?
You just throw a hose in it and
just let it rip. God, dude, can you imagine the water bill after that?
Yeah, that's why I don't want a pool.
I think because they have like people that come fill up your pool with.
Yeah, I think that's what you actually do. I don't think you actually
should do that, because if you fucking use your dude, just steal your neighbors. Just like run a long ass hose.
Hey, fucking Jeff, I gotta borrow the hose for a little while,
and then just like walk out at the first of the like right before the end of the month and just like see him passing like in the newspaper, just like, is your water bill so high too? Like, he's like, yeah, mine was like $4,000. You're like, ah, mine too. And and you're just like, hell yeah, dude. I just could. And then it's like, yeah, fucking trim your bushes, dick.
Do you get your water bill at the end of every month?
No, so it's all included with rent, dude. It's all that's. I mean, dude, I cannot believe how bad I am at paying shit.
Like, dude, everything's free. Fuck it. There's no debtors.
No, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like, if I had to like split all that up, like if I had to like do
pay
all that,
like separate companies,
I would be so pissed. I'd be like, why can't we just subscribe to this? Like, can I just like
take it out of my account? It's on
like
auto.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, dude, why does there like 30 different companies? Why can't I just pay one place? Like, that would be so much better, dude.
Yeah. Dude, we get our water bill every 3 months. We'll get just one water bill.
Is it quarterly or whatever, or not even that? Like period.
I don't know, but it's always like $400.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm
all at one time.
All at once.
God, that sucks.
It's the worst.
Does the whole building share the whole same water bill, or is everyone on separate?
I think we have less than the people above us.
Okay.
But it's like we share energy, but since they have 2 floors and we only have one, I think they pay $80 and we pay $20. Our energy bill is like $40 a month, if that. Like, it's not much. But every 3 months we just get like a fucking huge water. I'm like, can you just give it to me monthly? I'd rather that than like one big one every fucking. This is I don't want to talk about water bills.
But yeah, no, I know.
So Sweden.
Nah, I'm not talking about Sweden anymore. They have everything already, dude. They got like babes. I can't whistle into the mic.
Yeah, you can. Oh yeah, do back. Yeah. No.
I don't remember how it goes.
Bum 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 bum. So
Dude, I wish I had like a recorder like.
Yeah. Dude, when I was in middle school, I took a recorder class back to like getting into music.
Wait, hang on.
I took a recorder class.
You took a class. You didn't just do it in class. Like,
no, it was like it was like
it's part of music when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You learn that. Oh,
yeah.
I thought you took like a separate like I'm gonna shred the fuck out of this recorder.
No, I sucked at the recorder. I suck at the string instruments.
That's not a string instrument.
I don't suck at. I can only play string.
Oh, I thought you said I suck at.
No, I suck at woodwinds or whatever the fuck they're called. Like I remember, dude. My mom, man.
Woodwinds, like the
bassoon,
my
mom botched me, man.
Oh shit, dude.
Dude, I wanted to play the saxophone so bad as a kid.
Ah, man, you've been so much sexier, dude.
I signed up for saxophone. It was like saxophone 1.
Yeah.
And I remember I took this class one day. I was in this class and I failed a math test that day. And I don't think it had any correlation because I was in it for one day and my mom was like, nope, no more saxophone.
Because you failed the math
Because I
test?
failed math. And I was like, but I suck at math. Like, I want to play the saxophone.
Be like, dude, but listen to this.
Yeah, no, just whip out like sexy sax.
Yeah.
Man.
Just.
So then, fast forward 20-something years later, and I'm living with Kit. Shout out Kit, friend of the show, Kit Whitaker. And he's like, we're like fucking tripping on acid in the basement.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just pick up his sax and I play like this. I play 4 notes. And then a month later, Kit was like, hey, do you remember that melody that you played on the saxophone? I want to make a song out of it. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So then we ended up recording the song about Hanukkah. It was like, I'm going to play it right now. Your least favorite song
God, dude,
of all time. Dude, it was so bad, but I loved it so, like, it's so good at the same time.
It scared the shit out of me.
We made a whole music video with it, with green screen.
You guys are fucking spacey, boy.
Oh, dude, well, we just get weird, man.
I know.
Speaking of Kit, I want to link in the description him, Kit Whitaker, me, and our boy Tyler Durden, a.k.a. Nate Adamus. There's a Nat in here. Made a Kenny Loggins melody with the Gambler or whatever
that's not Kenny Loggins.
Yeah, it is.
It's not Kenny. Hey, what's up? I'm Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, what's up, Kenny fucking
Hey, what's
Chesney.
up, boys? I'm Kenny fucking Chesney.
Yeah, we did. I don't even know it. Kate was like, "You want to be on this?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he sent me a verse, and he was like, "Yeah, record this." So I did, and it was pretty tight. I'm so bad at self promotion.
Oh, dude, plug your shit.
yeah. You can use my platform to plug your shit.
Dude. It's cool, man. I don't mind. No.
Who did the game? It's not Kenny Loggins. No, it's
no. What's his name? It's Kenny.
No,
you got to know when to fold 'em. Know when to fold 'em.
It's know when to hold 'em.
Yeah, you're right.
When you're sitting at the table,
smoking.
Kenny Chesney.
No, it's Kenny Powers. No, it's Kenny Rogers.
Yeah, dude, it was one of those Kens.
Dude,
shout out to Ken.
How many people were like probably like all the like?
Everyone's screaming at their TVs right now. Yeah.
Are just
like, tens of thousands of subs.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Like, I know the answer.
Screaming at their fucking cell phones.
And it's not my fault, dude. I have a brain. Like I have a cloudy boy.
I got brain fog, man.
I was born, dude. Yeah. So yeah, and you remember? Okay, this is totally sidebar.
Let's go. We're off the rails.
All right, dude. Do you remember like back when you said like? When we take hiatuses, one of us almost dies.
Yeah.
Both of us did. You almost got hit by a tornado.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to the tornado.
A goddamn tornado.
Destroyed the McDonald's on West Street.
Ripped them arches down, was like, get this shit out. And then you know who was standing strong? I don't know why the meme isn't made. Because the arches were just buried and Wendy's is just standing there strong. Redhead is just like chilling, smiling and shit. You're just like, damn.
It's also, hold on, before you go any further, it's a huge dagger. Chris's Charcoal Pit, which is like one of the best Greek restaurants on the East Coast, got fucking decimated.
What?
Yeah, it's gone. And they started a GoFundMe. Their goal is like $25,000. I think they've already well surpassed it, but they're going to need more than that for the amount of damage. Links in the description if you can help out all of our thousands of subs. Help out Chris's Charcoal Pit. That'd be rad. $4, dude. Everyone's got $4.
$4.20.
But you know what's crazy is that next car right there.
Yeah.
Immaculate. Like they just did all that new construction. It looks great. The pawn shop right next to it, gone.
Pawn shop's gone, dude. Yeah, it would have been so tight to raid that shit after the tornado. Just like being not looting, but like stealing.
yeah,
and like looting.
Yeah,
you know
just stealing.
Just stealing because there's no windows break. It's already gone.
It's gone.
Oh, that's fucked up.
I know,
my bad, dude.
But that's how crazy tornadoes are, man.
Yeah, one place is hit, the other place is missed.
Whatever path it decides to go on is the path of destruction. Everything next to it.
Anything, yeah.
So what happened to you? You almost died.
So last weekend I was at a wedding. I was an impromptu DJ / sound guy at this wedding. It was a great wedding. We were out on the water, like across the bay, Chesapeake Bay. To some,
that's a street.
Pave the bay, baby. Pave the bay. Pave the bay. Not save it. Pave that shit. So yeah, if you think about it, so like we were over there, and it's over in St. Michael's. So no one knows what that is besides anyone that's from Maryland. It's just a quaint little town.
Down the shore,
it's on the other side of the ocean, or the other side of the bay, hon. And then it's just like it's a little quaint town. It's fucking tight. It's right on the water. So of course it's like they got married at a dock bar.
Red Eyes?
No.
It's
called Lowe's Wharf. It's fucking like, dude, it's the best place I've ever been. It's so much fun.
Sick.
Like you cannot have a bad time there.
It's hard to have a bad time on the Eastern Shore.
It's hard to have a bad time on a boat.
Well, it's almost impossible unless you're like
Like
sinking.
you're sick and or sick.
Talk to
or
the
like
Titanic boys.
Yeah. So we were like, it was the night before, it was like the rehearsal dinner kind of thing. So we all met up at the venue, which was Lowe's Wharf, and it's also like not only is it a dock bar, but it's a hotel, like a motel, but it's really nice. And there's like 10 rooms there, so we're like the people stayed. We stayed there. So we're partying, we're eating dinner, and then we take a boat ride to this other dock bar, like around the corner. It was like 45 minutes away.
Red Eyes?
No. This is all like, it's kind of close to like Tillman Island and stuff.
I keep saying Red Eyes because they have this sick wet T-shirt contest
every
weekly.
Year.
Oh, I thought it was weekly.
Oh yeah, I think you're right.
I think it's every
it's like Wednesday.
It's every Wednesday. Yeah. Anyways,
but no, that's so tight. But yeah, so we get on there's like a bunch of us go on the boat because there's everyone from the wedding party basically is there. We take the boat, we go over to this place called Marker 5, and it's like it would have taken us 5 minutes to drive there by car, but like it took us 45 minutes by boat.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Always.
But it's way much more fun on a boat because you're drinking,
Yeah.
you're throwing cans at each other. You're not throwing cans, but like you're just drinking and jamming to music, and just like everyone's like partying, smoking cigs and shit.
Fucked up.
Getting
Drinking
fucked
and
up.
driving. It's the only time you can drink and drive.
Barrel ass cross the bay, go and park, and we sit there and like we're eating like more dinner, like just that's what you do when you're with people. You just eat and we're drinking, and we're outside. It's all in the bay. It's like this beautiful fucking view of like there's a gazebo and it's like a little inlet. It's like all quiet and there's a bunch of seagulls and shit. It's just beautiful. And there's like all kinds of like exactly. It's like a postcard town.
Tranquility.
Yeah, you can see all these fucking sailboats and fucking yard birds. I call it. Those are chickens. There's just chickens everywhere. And then we're sitting there eating, having a good time, chatting. And I just keep looking over at the sky. I'm like, yo, that sky is like pitch black, my guy.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, we're on a boat. I was like, we're fucked. We're stuck here because it was a big ass storm. And dude, the lightning bolts were just.
You were on a boat during a fucking
No, we were on the shore, but like
okay.
we were like we couldn't go inside because like it was like it's like an out. It's like not. There's no inside. It's like a pavilion kind of thing.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, holy shit! And dude, it just starts coming down, and the wind starts whipping, and the fucking tent thing is just going like this and starting to fly around. And I was like, fuck this shit. So I stood outside of the tent, and I was like, I'm just gonna get soaking wet. I don't care. I was on a boat. I was like, I'm just gonna go. Dude, we're out by fucking water. Like, I'm stupid as fuck. And I'm trying to smoke a cig. And I'm like, I found this, like...
In a downpour.
Like, there's, like, this little cover, like this, like, where I don't know, it's like a sign or something. I'm sitting under the roof trying to smoke a cigarette. And, dude, lightning hits. Like, dude, feet away. Like
you see the flash and immediately hear...
It was, like, hot. And it was, like, bam! And it was, like, the loudest sound. And I was, like, holy shit. Dude, I never, like, I think I turned, like, pitch white, like just like white. I was just like, and I was just like, dude. Holy shit, dude. And I was like, I like got back under the thing, and I was like, I think I almost died.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm really terrified right now.
I would have been a statistic if.
I drank the beer, dude. I'm drinking these beers way too fast, man.
Well, let's wrap this up. I'm glad you didn't die.
Yeah,
it would have been sick if you got fucking electrocuted.
Like a little
and
bit.
Lived.
Like because, just a little bit, dude, or like got a cool scar.
The natural.
Oh yeah, you get like lightning bolts.
The lightning bolt tattoos are sick, dude. They're like.
I don't want like because then you got like permanent nerve damage and you're just walking around.
Yeah, you'd be a little fucking.
I mean,
twitchy,
like, just like
or
ouch,
than
ouch,
normal.
Ouch, ouch.
Yeah,
I'd just be like chow, chow, chow.
You'd be talking higher pitched and fast forward.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's probably gonna be really like high pitched.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, man. So yeah, thanks for tuning in because I'm cutting Tyler off. I'm playing the out music right now.
Gone within. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or it's like, I was like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got, speaking of autotune, on that track with Kit Whitaker and Tyler Durden, a.k.a. Nathan Adamus, I recorded a verse, and Kit was like, dude, this is sick. And I was like, throw some autotune on that bitch. And he was like, dude, you're right. And my voice with auto-tune sounds fucking cool, man.
Tylone. That's what I'm calling you, Tylone, dude. I think Tylone is the tightest Nick.
I need to release that mixtape eventually, man. I'm just gonna put it out. I'm gonna make a Spotify and just put it out there.
Dude, million subscribers.
Just never even mention it.
Million views. 5 minutes. No, it'd be like 500.
500 views. We're always shooting for 500 views.
That's all we want, man.
I would love 500.
If we got 500 views, I would retire. I mean, I did. I fucking made it, boys.
Dude, this is episode 25.
25,
25th anniversary.
25th anniversary. Oh, dude, I drank my beer so fast. Dude, the Colt 45 is just so smooth and it's kind of weird though.
It's original every time.
It really is. It's just like wet. There's no taste. It's just wet.
Oh, there's definitely a taste.
It's aftertaste, dude. Yeah, it tastes a little barky. You know what I mean?
We're gonna jam.
All right, we're gonna try and jam. I hope so.
Let's keep it chill.
All right, just be cool. Be nice to me, man. I don't know how to play chill.
We're playing chill.
All right, we're playing chill.
We're playing slow, low, and I might not even give it any distortion. Maybe just a touch. I feel like rapping. We're playing hip hop. Cue it up. Better than Donda. Let's go.
Good night.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, please.
Gently graze upon the subscribe button.
Yeah, don't be violent.
Yeah, don't smash that like button. Just gently brush your eyelashes against it.
Sometimes you just gotta do gently, my boys and ladies.
Graze your circumcised tip upon the like button.
Yeah.
Please.
Rip it off. Rip that like button off.
Please.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Did you turn it off? I know, man. Turn it off. I need. Oh fuck! I never hit record. That's fine, man. Oh, that was great.
boy, what a beer. Oh 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 boy, what a beer. to blow. Got the best cocaine around. Let me turn you upside down. Let me look into your motherfucking eye. Let me suck them tits, let me look at the thighs. Let me cook you on the grill, eat you all night. Don't give a fuck if we fight. Let me turn your skin into leather. Let me fuck you on a motherfucking feather. Wanna lick you up and down. Wanna show you off to the whole town. Wanna lick you up and down. Wanna show you off to the whole motherfucking town. Wanna lick you up and down. Let me show you off to the alligator alley. Let me lick you up all down. Let me show you around the town. Alligator alley. Let me lick you up and down. Show you off to the alligator alley. Let me lick you up and down. Let me show you off to the whole fucking alligator alley. Let me lick you up and down. Everything about you, wanna worship you up and down. Wanna worship every inch of your skin. Wanna worship everything that you're in. Wanna lick your titties, wanna touch your throat. Wanna smoke some weed, wanna snort some coke. Yeah, yeah. Great cast for the first time back. Dude, we started going backwards at one point. It was so bad.
I know. I don't know what's going on, man.
It's gonna sound fine, man. Alright, fuck you guys, man. This is what you pay for, man. This is what $5 a month gets you, man. Go pee. I'm gonna do one little fucking loop on myself. I wanna see if I can do it. Welcome to the after party. Justin's taking a piss. Welcome to the after party.
Shut it down!